So now you have a customer. So if you now go to the customer app, you will see this screen. And if you want to create a meal plan, you just click on Eat and Drink. And then you're going to see, because the app to make the calculations, then there need to be some measurements inside. So first, before you can do this, you have to put in the measurements of your customer. So you can do it two ways. One way is by the Tanita, the RD901 or the RD953. So this is the RD9. We're not going to explain this because it's going to be, this device is going to automatically transmit to the app. So once you have this device and you do a measurement, it's going to do it automatically. So if you do it in, let's say, in your home, your office, automatically when it's uploading in your app, it's going to go automatically to the customer's app. So both parties have the data. So what you have to do, you see there the key data is the weight and the waist. So by adding this, now the app knows the details, and now you can make a meal plan. Depending on your height, your weight, you know how you're built. Then you go to the progress tracker. You will see the data inside. Now you have the measurements. So now this thing knows how the person looks, let's say, what the body fat is and the muscle mass and everything. So now you can select Eat and Drink. And now you can put in a nutritional plan. So what you see is the targets. Let's say if you want to lose weight or gain weight, it's a little bit different. If you have like a really tall, muscled guy, he's going to need more protein than a very thin lady, let's say. So it's very personal. So on the right side, you see the targets that you need in order to have a healthy diet. And also, if you, let's say you just want to have a healthy lifestyle, it will say Herbalife Shakes 1. If you want to lose weight, it will say Herbalife Shakes 2. So it's all doing it by itself. You just have to put in the measurements, and then you can make a meal plan.
And the meal plan is always going to be 2 shakes, 1 balanced meal, 2 snacks for losing weight, or for maintenance or more performance, 1 shake, 2 balanced meals, 2 snacks. Do you know what I mean? So it's working to our standard format, so you don't actually have to educate or worry about explaining 3, 2, 1 to people. This is doing it automatically for them. Sorry, Bob.
This was a huge problem for our members, our coaches, our promoters, whatever you call them. It's like, what do I need to give to my customer? Because he wants to gain weight, he wants to lose weight, how much protein, all those things. It's covered now. The app is calculating it. So now I can say, okay, let's say the customer goes home with his products and he wants to start. He can put in the date that he's going to start. And you can also say, like, okay, you're going to make a meal plan. What do you want? You want to make a meal plan for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days? You can choose. It can be day by day, or you can go. So at this time, the maximum is 7 days. So you're going to create a meal plan, and you will see the breakfast, the morning snack, the lunch, because we promote to have like 4 or 5, let's say, eating moments in a day to get your protein. And if you tick on the select product on the breakfast, you will see this screen, and you can choose. Or the breakfast can be a balanced meal, which we don't advise. We advise a shake, of course. So let's say you say in the breakfast you take a shake. So you tick on Herbalife Shakes. You'll see this screen. So now the app needs to know, what do you have? What did you buy from your member? So the app wants to know which flavor you have.
So there's a reason that we do this now. Obviously, we know what you've sold. But let's say your customer is at the office, and you know they had 2 flavors of Formula 1, but they only took 1 flavor to the office. So it's their chance to indicate. They don't want to see recipes for things they can't make, because that's all they have with them is 1 particular flavor. So the idea here is they're not wasting time looking at recipes that aren't relevant.
So now you choose your shake, which flavor you want. Then you can choose like you want a fruity shake or savory shake. You can choose whatever you want. And then it's going to say, okay, with this flavor that you have, you can make those shakes. Now the recipes, now there's some recipes in the app at this moment, but it's going to be extended, of course. There are going to be more recipes inside. So now you see, this is the Green Delight Shake. So if you see the recipe, how do you make the Green Delight Shake? So immediately you see the healthy fats, you see the carbs, you see the protein, you see everything that's inside, depending on the recipe that you choose. So if you want to know how to make it, you click on how to make the shake. You see all the recipes you need, so you can go to the shop, to the grocery to get them if you want. So and this is what the amount of protein that this part of the meal plan will give you. So this shake will give you 21 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, 8 grams of healthy fat, no fruits and vegetables added yet, and no hydration products added yet. Now it's still in red, like you see. So this is a way that you can upgrade your customers with more Herbalife products. Because we all know, in order to get your protein targets, it's very difficult with only eating, let's say, traditional food. When you add Herbalife products, it's going to be much easier to hit your protein target.
Now, so just so everyone's clear, every time you add a meal, a snack, or a shake to your nutrition plan, you get this little summary showing you how much more you need to do to make everything green. So you're kind of building towards your target. So guys, just think, how many of you in the room get at least 30 grams of fiber a day? I don't think I always hit it. Who thinks that your customers don't get anywhere close to the amount of fiber? We know it, right? So we didn't only concentrate on protein targets. We actually added a fiber target. Okay, so we're going to sell Better Heart and oat apple fiber like crazy, because they're going to recognize I'm not hitting my fiber targets every day. Who'd like to sell more Lifeline Max? Okay, so we're going to have a healthy fat target. Okay, I know I've got customers that don't like fish. You think you have customers who don't eat fish? So we're going to be able to say, you got to hit this target, and once they add the Lifeline Max, it will help them to achieve that specific target. Who's got customers that don't eat enough fruit and vegetables? Okay, we all do, right? Once we add the phytonutrient stuff, products that are coming, it's going to help them build up their fruit and vegetables. So we're counting fruit and vegetables. And we're also counting hydration. So they've got 5 targets to manage here. Okay, right now, in my organization, because we don't have an app to support, we are just focused on protein target. But there's all those other targets and all those other opportunities for selling products. We're missing them. So this is hopefully going to help us to really drive categories 1 to 5 that I covered, because they're going to be aware how deficient they are in their daily diet.
And the thing is, the most difficult thing that I know in my organization is to update the customer. It's like they go home with a product, like with Russ organizations, it's based on protein. My organization, more the healthy breakfast. But we all know we need all those aspects in order to have a healthy diet. So the thing is, it's very difficult for a coach to update. So now the app is actually doing it. It's like it's red. They play with the app. They say, oh my God, I need more fats, I need more fiber. Another thing, you add a snack. You choose whatever you want.
So where it applies, we put the Herbalife products at the top and other food, grocery market alternatives down below. So they will always see the Herbalife products at the top.
And then see the label if you want to know the label. What is this product about? So you can click all the information on the product is inside. Before you let's say you want to add it, you know all the details. So again, with this protein bar added, now you see you have 31 grams of protein and so on and so on. So it calculates everything that you add into the total result. And actually, before you save the meal plan, you should have everything in green. This means you have everything covered for this day. Balanced meal options, and this is something, because it's 54 markets, you have to understand that the breakfast in Belgium is different than the breakfast in the UK. So the local SMPs, together with corporate, they're going to work on recipes. So that's specific for every country.
We started a project to have recipes created for every single country where we operate. And these recipes are going to be created by a nutritionist. So you guys, when your customers go in, they are getting not your recommendations, they are getting the top recommendations from scientists and nutritionists. But the following markets already have their own recipe data: Italy, Spain, UK, France, Germany, Slovak, Czech, South Africa, Portugal, Ireland, Iceland. Okay, so it's already happening. And finalizing still Bulgaria, Turkey, Hungary, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Israel. So as S&Ps, you guys want to work with your local home office to actually figure out what customers will want to eat in your markets and make sure you get those recipes in.
So anyway, the recipes that are available now, so you click on it. There's a spiced lamb chops. So you see all the details, protein, 37 grams, and so on and so on. You can see the recipe. So if you like to cook, you just go to the app, say, what am I going to make for dinner this evening? You see those things, you go to the grocery and you cook. Very simple. So this is the recipe. Of course, if you, let's say, chicken or fish or whatever, you can add some other things because you need a side dish. And a side dish, it can be anything like what's on it here. Easy roasted Brussels sprouts. It's going to be a Belgian recipe, I think. Simple leafy greens, and so on and so on. So you can edit again the recipe, how many protein, how many fiber. So now you have day one covered. So it's saying like, okay, you hit your protein target. So you can see every time you make a meal plan, is this good, is it not good, do I hit my nutritional targets? So very, very easy to use.
And what it will do, what's not shown here, is when you are below your targets, it's going to say, are you sure you want to save this because you didn't hit your targets?
Now another thing is you can add other products like Herbalife products. Like Russell was saying, let's say you didn't hit your protein, you can add PDM. Or you didn't hit your healthy fats, you can add Herbalife line. So it's built in a way that's very easy to add products, very user friendly. So now the customer made this meal plan. If you now go and see to your member app, you will see this meal plan. So if a customer makes a meal plan, you can follow exactly what this customer is doing. Let's say he's making a meal plan, he doesn't hit his protein or whatever. You can say, listen, I've noticed that you've been working on your meal plan, but you should do this and this. So I recommend you some other things.